We often forget that we are nature and that it's not something separate from us. This is a pretty powerful way to view our existence on the planet, because we know we've moved in such the opposite way to this, a long way in the opposite direction. We tend to view ourselves through very small windows, like whether we have the job that pays the big bucks, or how large the house is in which we live, or what else we can accumulate in order to feel successful, safe, and satisfied. It's such a small way of looking at ourselves. It's so limiting. And it keeps us moving at a pace that simply cannot be sustained. It affects our health, our heads. It affects our hearts. It leaves us to live for merciful moments of distraction fulfilled by the intoxication of booze, food, and screens. We forget that we are nature, that we're not separate from it. Earthing's a practice I've been doing since 2014. It's a way of trading off the positive electrons that come from the screens and that allow me to feel the effects of the negative electrons that are coming up from the earth, emitted from thousands of lightning strikes felt right across the planet, changing the atmosphere all around me and changing the atmosphere within me. Earthing is a science. Earthing has been proven to lower blood pressure, to help with inflammation, to change the viscosity of blood. It helps our immune, lowers our stress levels, and helps us just become more naturally playful in the way that we're in contact with the earth. Forest bathing is something that started in Japan. It's called Shinrin-yoku. So many benefits from being out in nature, moving with nature, breathing with nature. And instead of constantly talking, allowing nature to have a conversation with us, listening to nature all around us, knowing that it's also within us. When I combine earthing and forest bathing with yoga, it allows me to sense and see all of these beautiful intrinsic connections that nature has that are also within me. To be able to move from a place where I feel grounded, to be able to realize that imperfection is part of my perfection, and to understand that everything is linked. As we see it in nature, we see it in ourselves. The way we view ourselves is then the way we feel about ourselves. Nature is powerful, and in understanding this, we too can be humble and understanding of our own sense of power within ourselves. When was the last time you walked barefoot on the earth? When was the last time you took a deep breath in a place that was purely giving oxygen from the canopy of trees that were overhead, all around and surrounding you? Don't forget that you are nature. Don't forget that it's not something that's separate from you.